Howdy ho, folks. As I burp up Israeli food and Abby farts pistachio shells, we have a great, badass bonus episode today with the Losers Club, who comes to us from WTF Publicity, our friends. And it's going to be a great episode. They sing punk rock songs that make us think of 1999. They're from Denver. Give it up for the Losers Club.
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on, man? First of all, thank you for representing the Losers Club on Bothering the Band.
Sure.
My name's Ryan. This is our producer, Abby. She's gonna fact check everything you say and grill you. No, I'm just kidding.
One of those.
No hyperbole or lies on this episode.
All right, I love it.
All right, so how are you? Where are you? Tell us about your role in the band.
I'm doing really well, thanks. I'm in Denver, Colorado, which is where we're based out of. What I do is I play guitar. I'm the co-lead vocalist, so the bassist and I both sing. And then typically take care of the musical composition of the songs and things like that. So
cool. And how do you describe the music you make?
It's loud. It's always up tempo, and it's fun.
That's a great description.
Thanks.
I have a feeling that I'm a little bit older than you, but it definitely has a nostalgia vibe to me as a old punk rock kid at heart.
Sure.
So it's right up our alley, man. We are a little particular with our podcast, and we were like, all right, Arlene was like, really gung ho for you guys, and we were like, yeah, let's have them on because we dig your music a lot. So congrats on making good music.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'm glad she's going to bat for us for sure, and really appreciate you taking the time. And definitely get you being protective of who you have on. I would be too. So I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no problem. But no smoke up, no butts. We definitely dig your music. So yeah, if you're ready for some weird, dumb questions, craft beer or weed?
Oh man, hard to believe because I'm from Denver. So if I had to pick, neither. I'm a vodka guy, vodka and tequila.
Oh, okay.
I keep it
straight edge.
Yeah, very straight edge, very straight edge. And I'm not the biggest stoner, which again, Denver, craft beer and weed. That's what we do here. So I guess twist my arm, we'll go craft beer, but it's neck and neck.
Okay.
Yeah.
My follow-up question was, if you were going to go beer, do you peel the labels off your beer bottles like a psycho?
No, absolutely not. I think that's completely insane. I've seen people do it and I was like, what are you doing? Do you do that? Wait, do you guys do that?
No.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. So I can stay out. No.
You
I can't remember the last time I drank a beer.
Yeah. When's the last time you had like a Bud Light with like a foil wrapper on it or whatever?
Like 2006.
Wow. That's straight edge. That's straight edge.
That is. It's like Denver straight edge.
I'm gonna steal that.
Have you ever? Please do. It's like LA sober. If you've heard of LA sober is like you still do weed and mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
and
no, I've met some.
Molly. Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I'm Florida sober. It's just meth.
Right. My dad lives in Florida part-time, and I've heard some crazy stories, and I'm kind of just waiting for him to wind up in a news headline as the Florida man, because obviously you hear all the things. No disrespect to Florida man, obviously. So
where in Florida is your dad?
Like Vero Beach area.
Oh, okay. I know nothing about Vero, but have you ever had altitude sickness?
not consciously. So I'm a native. So I think that
Mhm.
maybe I was just born with it and I've had it my entire life. That's maybe, but no, not consciously. But I like when people come from out of town and they get it and they're
Yeah.
just like knocked on their ass completely. And I'm always like, what? Like what? And then I forgot. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. Like we're like halfway to outer space. So it kind
The
of makes
first
sense.
time I was in Denver, I was 21.
Okay.
So last year, just kidding. Um,
Same.
um, and I remember going, this is before weed was legal, but I was hanging out with all these like hippie, like new age hippie people, and they were smoking a ton of weed and then being active, like the most active every day. They're like, let's smoke a bunch of weed and then go like mountain biking.
Yeah.
And being from Florida, you're used to like smoking weed and like driving around at
Yeah.
most.
Smoking
So
more weed after.
yeah, watching
Right.
TV, playing
Yeah,
video games, that
right.
type of thing.
Sure.
You don't smoke weed and then like, go for a bird watching or some shit.
I honestly think it's the lack of oxygen here. It just makes people do crazy shit all the time. You're like, why are you
Yeah.
doing that? That's so weird.
Okay. Who's your favorite loser? And if you need help, I have examples.
Oof. Like of all time.
It could be anyone. My examples are John McEnroe, Shooter McGavin, my
Okay.
Uncle David, and Will Smith.
Oh my gosh. Well, of that list, I'm definitely going with John McEnroe. Absolutely. He's hilarious. Probably, I guess the Cincinnati Bengals too this year.
Ooh,
That's a good one.
good answer.
Yeah, I'd go those two. I don't want to give any more attention to the Will Smith thing. I'm already over it.
Yeah.
It's funny. And then by like the 30th meme I saw, I was like, okay.
Yeah, it had run its course 2 hours after. You're done.
Oh my gosh, yeah. As everything does on the internet, it seems like anymore.
Yeah.
It's just like anyway.
Agreed. You mentioned your dad, and I had this question before, I promise. Do you have a stepdad?
No, I have a stepmom.
Okay.
No
And
stepdad.
And what's her name?
Jen.
Okay. She's a big listener, so
I figured. Florida, they're down there.
It's so funny. Well, the reason I asked, who wrote the description on Spotify?
Oh, that'd be me. I did that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I highly appreciate it. It was funny.
I'm glad somebody else thought it was funny, because for a couple months there, I would be like, it's stepdad's least favorite band, and they'd be like, yeah. And I'm like, no, it's funny. Laugh. Like, it's okay.
I think people are trying to attach things to it or make sense of it, and they don't know that you're like, no, it's a total fucking joke. So
yeah, 100% a joke. Totally.
I do that a lot too in my daily life, where I have a kid, and at one of her friends' birthday parties, I said to another dad, I think I said something along the lines of like, oh man, I was the last time I was here, I stabbed a Puerto Rican, and and complete joke. And he did not find it. He did not get it at all. Like, didn't see the humor in it whatsoever. So
that I totally get it, and it takes the wind out of my sails every time, because like we'll say dumb stuff like that live all the time, and when it hits, and it's great, and you're everybody's favorite. And then when it doesn't hit, it's just like, oh, you just want to crawl into a hole, and there's a bunch of people looking at you, and you're like, I was kidding, it's okay. So you live and die by that sword if you if you tell those jokes.
I have to ask just an opinion question.
Mm-hmm.
If someone was flying to Wyoming, would you consider that close enough to visit them?
Just like an acquaintance? No, absolutely not.
Let's say your brother.
Yes, under the stipulation that I haven't seen him in a really long time, and that was like the window. Sure, I'll drive up to Wyoming, but my goodness, is there absolutely nothing to do there? So even if like I really like the person I was going to see, it'd be like we'd just be staring at each other in their hotel room. Sorry, Wyoming. That's true though.
I'll tell you two things. One, I think it's fine though, because Abby's in Wyoming, but she's not like a defendant of it.
Oh my goodness. I just threw myself under the bus.
No, it's I'm way worse because the last time I was there in Wyoming with her, my sister who lives in Colorado was like, "Why don't we get together?" I was like, "What?" I thought that was insane. I was like, "That's like, it's like fucking. How long is it? 10 hours?"
Yeah, depending on where you're at, that is definitely insane, especially with like nothing to do. Well, wait, Abby, where are you at right now? What part?
Jackson Hole.
Okay, so at least you're in the coolest part of Wyoming. That's awesome. I'll give credit where credit's due. Jackson Hole is great, but yeah, you're right. It's way up there. Like I think it's like a 10 or 12-hour drive from Denver. So yeah, still probably a no from me. That's pretty far,
Right.
but it is cool though.
Shout out to my sister who will listen to this episode. I promise you that.
She's gonna be mad at you now.
She's gonna text me immediately and be like, "I told you we could have made it happen. We could have got hot dogs or something." I don't know. Have you ever seen a tornado in real life?
No, I've seen like the funnel clouds every
really?
once in a while. Yeah, like Eastern Colorado, they'll get them, but none of them are like, all that crazy ever. But there's been a couple times where I've seen funnel clouds and they didn't like fully touch down though.
Oh wow, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite fat person?
Who's my favorite fat person?
Oh man,
Me after a night at the bars for sure.
good answer. Are you wearing a New York Giants shirt?
I am, yeah. Just good eye.
Oh,
No,
nice,
no real allegiance, I guess. I just have the shirt, but
where did you get it?
they're cool. Here, there's an outlet mall just down south, and it was like cheap. And I'm like, I like the Giants enough to spend $12.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Oh, I feel like we can name some more losers like the Bills.
Oh yeah, that one hurt a little bit for sure.
Yeah.
Not as a Bills fan, but just as somebody who likes fairness.
Yeah.
Seemed like
Underdog, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Do you know who French Stewart is?
I do. I know him by his eyes and that they're never open. And what's that show called? With the aliens, Third Rock from the Sun, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm the oldest young person ever. So I definitely remember watching it.
Oh,
You're
man.
the first person to ever know who that was.
We're
Really?
retiring. We're retiring that question now.
Got it.
Are one other guest knew who that was, but also he was in a movie that the guest directed.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
You kind of have to.
I was gonna say.
Okay. Well, you should pick the next random person we asked.
Oh yeah. That's a great fucking idea. Pick a rando B-list, C-list celeb that we can ask other people if they know who they are.
Do you guys know who Bruce Vilanch is?
I do. Isn't he like a film critic or something?
It's something like that, but he's mildly famous. Like if you Googled him, like somebody out there would definitely know who that was.
Am I right? Doesn't he have like wacky hair and glasses and shit?
And
Yeah.
he's your favorite fat person.
That too. He's my second favorite.
That's a good pool. Bruce Vilanch.
Yeah, that'd be my vote.
Done. Who's tomorrow? Oh, it's perfect. We have a podcast. Is it tomorrow? No, it's a couple days, but still. That is great. Thank you for adding to the dumbness of this podcast. Okay. This is another great opinion question. If you have to shit and you go into a public or communal restroom, there are sprinkles of urine on the seat. Do you wipe it off with toilet paper and go, or do you resist?
Oh man. I mean, if it's an absolute emergency, yeah, we're gonna wipe it off. We might pull the hover move too if it's that bad. But I'd like to think that I've been out of diapers long enough to where I could hold it and take care of it somewhere else.
What if you're at work?
Yeah, I think we're going we're going the hover move, and then a serious office pool grilling, like, hey, who's pissing all over the toilet seat? Especially in the men's room. Like, why are you? We have urinals and stuff typically. So
Sometimes a few drops just hit the front.
yeah, we're disgusting. It's terrible.
We are disgusting. Oh man. Have you ever had the Rocky Mountain oysters at Coors Field?
Not at Coors Field, no. There's a restaurant here, basically, it's near Coors Field, if you're not from here. That's all you need to know. Called the Buckhorn Exchange, and they have basically anything that has ever come off of an animal that you could like cook, that you can eat there. So I've had them there, and wasn't fully aware of what they were. I was a lot younger, and everyone thought it was funny after I ate them. Yeah, but not at Coors Field, no.
Two things. What's the name of the place around the field with like all the pickled shit?
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about? They have many different picklebacks and shit.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know what it's called. I've lived here my entire life, but I can visualize what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm
You
down
can
there.
visualize the bar too. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a. Gosh, I don't know. Is it Jackson's? Jackson's
know,
bar.
man.
It's like across the street.
Shout out to my sister's husband, Lair Bear, who took me there and was like, let's do a bunch of pickled shots. And they go to the baseball game and eat Rocky Mountain oysters. What's the name of the beer that the stadium is named after again? Can you say it again?
Coors.
Coors. I like it.
Yeah.
Man, I like it. How do you say it, Abigail?
Coors.
Yeah, you're like in the middle of him and me. Coors.
Well, I grew
Coors.
up between Florida and Colorado.
Very true.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. This is courtesy of a friend at the pod. Are you offended by any of these questions?
None, and you won't offend me. So you can let them rip.
What's your favorite racial epithet? I'm just kidding.
I won't be offended. I just don't want to get canceled.
No, I'm just kidding. It's a fun. You can use that one too. It's a fun thing to walk, especially on a crowd.
Oh yeah.
Would you rather look like a pussy and actually be a badass, or look like a badass but actually be a pussy?
I would rather look like a pussy and actually be a badass. 100%.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of me in real life already. So I got good at it.
How tall are you?
6'5".
Oh yeah. Wow. He's a tall drink of water.
Yeah.
Do you have to, in an airplane, do you always get like the extra leg room?
Well, no, I'm seriously broke all the time. So I just try to get an aisle seat and I just like throw my legs out. And when the cart comes, I try to catch it. But I've been told the extra leg room in like, the business class is fantastic. And I'm always like, that's awesome. Right? Are you going to pay for it?
You can go up to them prior and say, like, if no one wants the emergency exit, because there's a little bit more room, I'll take it. You can like put yourself out there.
True.
6'5", holy hell. Are you guys covering any songs currently?
We did for a little bit live. We did a cover of a cover. We were playing Goldfinger's version of 99 Red Balloons.
Oh, nice.
So it was a cover of a cover. But not for a while. We kind of retired them. We were talking about releasing something, like doing one of those like Pop Goes Punk covers, something like that, and like making it our own rather than just doing it as like a fill the set list piece kind of thing. So we moved away from that, but I think when we do it, it'll probably be like something like that. Like we'll pick something. We were talking about doing like a Jonas Brothers song or like Cake by the Ocean, something full pop and just, I don't know, be fun.
Oh, that's great. Can't wait to hear it. This makes me think of something we were just talking about. What's one cover that you heard first before the original and then you were like surprised?
Oh, that's a really good question. I was just thinking about this the other day. Well, obviously, You Really Got Me, Van Halen. I didn't realize that was a cover until much later after I heard it. I always thought that was a Van Halen song. So I'd say probably that one.
Okay, good. What, Abby? What was the one we mentioned that I was like, I had no idea.
I don't remember.
I know I heard, and I forget who does it, but Billy Joel's "Only the Good Die Young" on an Epitaph records compilation very long ago. And I heard that song and I was like, this is a great song. Then my sister was like, that's a cover of Billy Joel. And I was very young.
Oh, weird.
I want to say 99 Red Balloons. I feel like I heard the Goldfinger one first.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you which one I heard first, but when I heard the Goldfinger one, I was like, I like that one. But I'm biased to that style of music. So,
have you ever seen Goldfinger live?
Not in person. I've seen like tape and stuff like that. I'd love to. I, full honesty, really didn't super get into them until not that long ago. And then I was like, shit, I should go see Goldfinger. And then like COVID happened and no one was playing any music ever. So on the list for sure. I'd love to see him. I love John Feldman. So
yeah, he's a Grammy winner, right? A couple times for a bunch of pop songs.
I believe so. Yeah, he's got his hands on all kinds of weird stuff, like from a production standpoint.
We watched when was this, Abby? How much into COVID did we watch that Goldfinger show?
That was really early, maybe.
It feels 10 years ago.
It does. That was really early.
Chicago style deep dish pizza or thin New York style pizza?
Thin New York style, 100%. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like a fold it in half kind of guy. Like I like when it's like as big as my whole head, and you're good. I'm also really simple with pizza. Like I just like just cheese or pepperoni. I don't get crazy with toppings and stuff. I am a ranch guy though. I don't know.
Classy.
Very classy. Very, very classy. It's such like a just like I feel like it's such a corny white person thing to do, to just like dunk food that's already good in more like just ranch, like all of it, every single food.
My friends call it trailer sauce.
Trailer sauce? That's great. Yeah,
there's another nickname you had for it.
NASCAR nectar.
NASCAR nectar.
Oh man,
I might steal that delicious. Too.
I remember where
I thought NASCAR nectar was something else.
Could be many things.
I was gonna say, sorry.
No, it's fun. I was gonna say, I remember the first time where I was when I had dipped pizza in ranch. I was at a place that was a sub shop that did punk rock shows at night.
Nice.
It was BT Grinders.
BT Grinders
was what it was called. Orlando, Florida, and whoever was like, just try this, and I was like, oh my god,
hell yeah, that's awesome.
I'm a Rockefeller. I'm the classiest gentleman ever.
Absolutely.
What's your favorite Beach Boys song?
Oh God, that's also a really good question. I'm a huge Beach Boys fan. I spent like most of COVID Brian Wilsoning myself in my basement. Like later Brian Wilson when he's just like exiled and just did nothing but eat and make weird sounds and stuff. Gosh. Probably Get Around. I don't know. It's classic. I love it. We talked about doing a cover of that too, actually.
I vote that.
Yeah, just when we have multiple singers. So I was like, well, it's kind of be built in. We could do all the fun harmony stuff. So yeah, for sure. Get Around.
Cool. Good answer. Would you rather play live on Mars, live in Antarctica, or live under the ocean?
Live under the ocean. I'm not big on heights, so I just feel like being in space would just make me feel like I was really, really high above the ground. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense.
You're on the ground. You're on the red ground.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I'm a musician, not a civil engineer. Scientist. But no. Yeah, definitely underwater. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. I gotta go Antarctica. What about you, Abigail?
I don't know. I think underwater be kind of cool.
Nice.
Sharks and shit.
Yeah. Look
I mean,
around.
that's like my favorite part of like SeaWorld when you get to go under the thing and they're all like swimming around.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Dope. Have you ever seen a show, or you've had to, a show at Red Rocks?
Yeah, quite a few. I think the last one I went to was Flume. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, which was not, super my scene, but I went. It was great. I mean, pretty much anything you go see at Red Rocks is going to be awesome and worth your time for sure.
Yeah.
Like they show movies and stuff there, like during the summer, and like that's fun, So
Yeah,
can't go wrong.
cool. Who is that? Is that someone texting you?
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, man. Who is it?
Oh.
Read it. You have to
Oh,
read
sorry.
it now.
Let me see here. Let's do it. Let's read it. It's my roommate group chat. Let's see.
Oh man.
Hey, what did you use to unclog your shower besides Drano?
Wait, who are they asking?
Well, I apparently there's 3 of us who live here, and my other roommate and I share a bathroom. So I think he's asking us what we use to unclog our shower.
Well, we're all chomping at the bits. What did you use?
I don't know. I thought we used Drano, so he must be doing it wrong.
Man,
Yeah, I don't know.
pee and poop. That's all I use.
Yeah. There you go. I'll tell him. Try it.
That's what you respond. We used our own poop to unclog it. Cass, do you follow us on Instagram?
Yes. Yeah, we do.
Okay, you fucking better.
Yes.
When,
I already said yes. God.
Jesus Christ. When's the last time you went to an actual club?
Last summer, I had a friend getting married, and there's a club in Denver called, I guess I'll shameless plug. I don't know. We'll never play there. They don't book bands like us. It's called Temple Nightclub.
You heard it, Temple. You better book them.
Yeah, book us a Temple Nightclub. But yeah, that was the last time I went clubbing. I don't do that.
They have bands?
Oh, they had like DJs and like, I don't know, like go-go dancers, but it's the 2020s, so I don't know what they're called now, but they were doing that thing. Confetti and the whole bit.
Go-go performers.
Go-go performers, excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I don't go clubbing anymore. They don't let me in. They're like, that's not what they're called.
Go. Let's tweet at them and see if they'll get you to book you.
Let's do it. I'm down. I'd love to.
Okay, so the press bio that we got says, this is a dumb question, says Cash showed Tristan early demos outside of a casino bathroom in Las Vegas.
This is correct.
Were you doing coke in that bathroom?
No. I don't know if okay, so here, I don't know if he was. He might have been. I wasn't. I can confirm.
Man.
Yeah, no, we like to get rowdy and have a good time and stuff, but no drugs really, surprisingly. Just pure
vodka.
Just pure vodka, and we just picked really dumbass places to have like band meetings, like outside of a men's room in a Vegas casino. That's pretty dumb.
I picture it was like scheduled. It was like in your Google Calendar, like meet here.
Well, it kind of like we both wound up in Vegas for actually the roommate who's texting me about unclogging the shower. His brother's birthday, so we were both out there, and both of us were in Vegas going, we're not drinking tonight. Let's just get out of here, clean, go home. And Vegas always wins. That doesn't work. So a couple of tequila shots later, I was following him to the bathroom, being like, dude, you gotta check this out. We're gonna do this.
Oh, that's good that it worked. Usually those drunken, like, we gotta do this, never work.
No, well, and yeah. So I think this is probably the first and last time. For me.
In history.
I'm not banking on it working again, so especially in Vegas outside of a men's room, but it did happen. It is true.
Oh man. What's your favorite punk rock band?
Oh God, man. Tough. Could I number one for me would have to be Green Day, because that was kind of like my entrance into it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't remember how old I was, but it was right when American Idiot came out, and my grandma actually had a CD of every artist that was up for like best song, that whatever year that was, like 2004, 2005. And I was in the car with her and she played it and American Idiot came on and I was like, whoa, whatever that was, like I like that. Like I want more of that. So that sent me down the whole rabbit hole. So I'll say Green Day number one, but there's a few for sure.
Shout out to your grandma for introducing you to punk rock. I don't think many people can say that.
Probably not. Very much on accident. She was probably like, oh no, let's skip. But it went too late.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Good for her. Good for Green Day, man. That's great.
Yeah.
What is next for the Losers Club?
In the very, very near future, we're opening for Kenny Hoopla.
Yeah, I saw that. That's cool, man.
Yeah, next week, when he comes to Denver, he's on his Survivor's Guilt tour. So that'll be awesome. That'll be super fun. It's sold out. Literally no one's there to see us. They're all there to see Kenny.
But still, there's gonna be a dozen people that are gonna be like, fuck yeah, and high five a friend and go home and find you, like.
Oh, totally. I mean, it's definitely a massively huge opportunity for us, especially being a small band and stuff, and out of the goodness of his heart, he did that. So shout out Kenny Hoopla for being good for the scene all around and just a good dude. So really thankful, really thankful to him.
I wonder if he's going to do a bunch of backflips.
I think so. I think that's like a usual thing. I obviously every time I see him on an Instagram story, he's backflipping. So
he's backflipping
like
what am I thinking of? The lead singer of Bad Brains used to do it too in his shows.
Oh yeah.
Anything else? Tell the folks where to find you, the band, whatever you want to do. Promote your shit, promote yourself, promote your toilet unclogging remedies, whatever you like.
Yeah. You can find us on the internet on pretty much all social media at the Losers Club Denver, or the Losers Club Band. It was taken on one of the services, but it was like a smaller social media platform, so I didn't care. So yeah, at the Losers Club Denver, pretty much anywhere. Just the Losers Club on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, if that's what you're into. We have a new single coming out the end of this month on the 29th. So that'll be cool. And then we just put out a single about a week and a half or so ago called Radio Faces. So check that out.
Yeah, great. That's a good song. I've listened to all your shit on Spotify many times in preparation for this. Good music. Cass, this has been so much fun, man. We wish you all the best of luck. We dig your music and we know everyone else will too.
Likewise, guys. Thanks so much for having me. And I'm a big fan of the podcast now, for sure. I respect you for doing it. It's great. It's fun.
You're like, I was so looking forward to finding my favorite fat guy.
I love stuff like that. That's just like my typical daily conversations anyway. So it's been great.
I got to go with Farley.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Gotta go with Farley.
Chris Farley's on like the Mount Rushmore of fat guys for sure.
I often try to answer these myself, and I know the listeners do too, because I've been told. They're like, I constantly answer them, while driving or whatever they do.
Yeah.
And when I wrote that, I was like, Chris Farley's got to be it, right? Or like John Candy. It's always like a comedian.
Or John Candy.
Yeah, that's a good one. He's the best part of which home is it? The first Home Alone when he's in the polka band. Yeah, he's the best part of that whole movie.
The Polka King of Chicago.
Yeah. Polka. Never heard of it.
Oh man, what a great place to end. Dude, thanks so much. Everyone go listen to the Losers Club and go follow them on social media. Follow Bothering the Band as well. Thank you and good night. Thanks, dude. That's our show.
Thanks, man. That was really fun. I appreciate you guys doing that. Absolutely. Thank you guys again.
Thanks. Have a good night.
Have a good one.
You as well.
Bye.
Dude. Oh, wait, I got it. Go, go, go. Spend your time just waiting on things to come. And now you're lost, but you're not the only one. You cross your arms as you sat on the bedroom floor. With nothing left to say as I close the door. Oh, you can call me any night of the week if you want to. Oh, you can call me any night of the week if you please. You stole my youth and you tossed it around. I'm not ready yet. I sold my soul to the lost and I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I've said too much, yeah, I've said it far too soon. She beats me down cause she knows that I'm just gonna lose. Oh, you can call me any night of the week if you want to. Oh, you can call me any night of the week if you please. Stole my youth and you tossed it around. I'm not ready yet. I sold my soul to the lost and I'm not ready yet. 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 Stole my youth and you tossed it around. I sold my soul to the lost and found. Just breathe for me. You're all I want, but I'm gonna leave you peacefully. It's all washed up, yeah, I'm under lock and key. Stole my youth and you tossed it around. I'm not ready yet. I sold my soul to the lost and I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. You stole my youth and you tossed it around. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I sold my soul to the lost and I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. Dude, I told you I could do it.